I hope and pray that you and your loved ones are keeping safe and well during these complex times. I'm recording this video to provide an update on various initiatives and collaborations that we're implementing at Crescent Enterprises in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. First, I'd like to make sure that our 3,000 employees and partner companies in 13 countries are kept abreast of how we are working with our communities to rise to this unprecedented challenge. I also really want to reach out to individuals and organizations that may wish to partner with us on any of these initiatives or in any one of yours. We'd love to hear from you so we can together explore scaling up our collective impact. On that note, I'd like to take a moment to say how incredibly grateful we are for the clear and decisive action that's been taken by the leadership and the health authorities here in the UAE, both federally and at the local level. This, along with the incredible and selfless work by all our frontline responders, has put us in a strong position to navigate this crisis and emerge as safely and resiliently as possible. On a company level, our first priority has been to ensure the safety and well-being of our community of employees by swiftly rolling out a COVID-19 policy to inform and protect. Very importantly, this also means ensuring business continuity as we strive to preserve employment across the group. I'd like to deeply thank all of our employees, our Crescent family, for your heartening demonstration of solidarity and collaboration throughout this period. Now, the nature of some of the vital sectors that we're active in has helped us to step up rapidly in tandem with local and international efforts to respond to this crisis on the ground. With global supply chains facing disruption around the world, our subsidiary Gulftainer has launched express service lanes in its ports to accelerate the clearance and rapid delivery of over 200,000 metric tons of medical and essential supplies through the UAE and over 1 million tons globally. Since early March, Gulftainer has also been assisting thousands of SMEs across 5 countries that are facing outlet flow restrictions by providing temporary storage for their shipments. During the same period, our third-party logistics business, Momentum Logistics, worked around the clock to prioritize the delivery of 80,000 metric tons of essential supplies to food distribution networks, hospitals, and other healthcare facilities. CE Ventures, our venture capital platform, continues to explore with its 26 partner companies collaborations to help the communities in which we operate. Examples include a partnership with fresh produce e-commerce company Fresh to Home and cloud kitchen group Kitopi to provide 1,000 meals per day delivered to vulnerable communities throughout the holy month of Ramadan. Kava and Chai, a homegrown coffee house that grew out of CE Creates, our business incubation platform, has been providing refreshments to hundreds of police officers as they carry out their frontline duties every day. It's nothing compared to the amazing work that they're doing to keep us safe, but it's one small way of saying thank you. Now, this is obviously an uncertain time for businesses of all sizes. However, the extent of the global shutdown poses particular risks for startups. And that's why CE Ventures is partnering with the Sharjah Entrepreneurship Center, Shara', to provide short-term funding and support to startups that are severely impacted by the current situation. Shara' will announce further details of this initiative soon. In Palestine, we're proud to be working with the Gaza Sky Geeks on its first ever virtual hackathon, which connects some of the brightest minds in the region to develop innovative solutions to the health and education issues caused by COVID-19. We've also teamed up with the Pearl Initiative, American University of Sharjah, and Harvard Business Review Arabia to deliver a webinar series that's catered to provide entrepreneurs and SMEs from across the region with practical insights on dealing with the current crisis and preparing to thrive in a post-COVID-19 world. The bilingual series will also explore the potential impact that COVID-19 has on the future of work and how students and graduates in particular can ensure that they're prepared for the increasingly unpredictable job market of tomorrow. This pandemic will inevitably hit some harder than others, which is why we've partnered to support local and global NGOs to help fund and scale up humanitarian and public health responses to COVID-19 in some of the most vulnerable, including refugee communities in the Middle East and North Africa. One of the key aspects of this humanitarian aid will be to equip healthcare workers to prevent and respond to outbreaks as effectively as possible. As we all work to counter the negative effects of this pandemic, now more than ever, we need to strive for that multiplier effect on impact, and together we will always be stronger, which is why a key purpose of this message is to encourage you to reach out if you're interested in collaborating with us on anything I've just reported, or if you have an idea of your own that you'd like to propose. If so, please email me directly on Badr, B-A-D-R, @crescent.ae, and you'll get a response within 24 hours. Despite the human and economic devastation caused by this crisis, we've also witnessed numerous examples of some of the best of human nature rise up in inspiring displays of kindness and generosity, and solidarity, and ingenuity from people around the world. And whilst we all hope to get back to some semblance of normality sooner rather than later, I also pray that we don't squander this opportunity by jumping back to business as usual before we really think about what we want this new normal to look like. What truly matters to each of us, our families, communities, and the natural environment that we share with the other 8 million or so species on this planet. And how we can make sure that these values are reflected in the world that comes out of this experience. I, for one, pledge to double our efforts to accelerate the journey that we started 9 years ago to assess every single one of our businesses and investments against its true social purpose and the shared value that we can generate for the communities that we serve. For myself, personally, it also means never taking for granted the importance of physical and mental health of our families, friends, colleagues, and brothers and sisters around the world. And so for now, let's continue to stay safe, look out for each other, and follow the guidelines of our public health authorities. Until we meet again, I'd like to wish those observing Ramadan Mubarak, and to everyone and their families, health, safety, and well-being always. Thank you for your time.